Jessica, do you hate fat people? Absolutely. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't. Jessica, do you hate fat people? Absolutely. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't. I used to be 200. I used to be 252 pounds, but I'm 190. Nice. You lost like 60 pounds. Fantastic. A size 14 and still have a belly, but I'm in amazing shape. I mean, but you say it's still not good enough. What did I say? I never said that. What can I do better? There's a bunch of things wrong. This is good. Hey, everyone, this is a good one. There's a bunch of things that are, there's a bunch of stuff going on in this question. So Jessica, don't go anywhere. This is important. So everyone stick around. One, do I hate fat people? That's absurd. So I'm not even sure where you get that from. I used to be 250. That's, you lost 42 pounds. Fantastic. 60. I'm wrong. 60. Did I say 42? 62. I can't tell. It's a long episode. 62 pounds. That's fantastic. A size 14. Still have a belly, but I'm in amazing shape. Okay, you're in better shape. I mean, that's subjective, but that's great. Good for you. But you say it's still not good enough. Not true. What can I do better? That's the problem. What can I do better? So you're equating all this to being good or bad, right? You're equating all this to be like, oh, I'm good or I'm valuable or like I'm being, it's not about being, it's not about doing better. It really isn't. It's about personal growth, personal development. It's not about necessarily doing better because that's subjective. That's a silly word that's a silly thing that happens in school. You get a better grade. Okay. I mean, you still have a belly. Okay. I mean, damage to the body is damage to the body. It might take some time. I would recommend looking up the content that I've done on the elimination diet. I would look into your entire environment when it comes to all sorts of environmental toxins, like using a lot of plastic in your environment, like we've talked a lot about recently. Perfumes, fragrances, household cleaners, the quality of the foods that you're eating with your elimination diet. Are you eating enough healthy fats, animal products? I'm not sure if you're plant-based or whatnot. You want to be really careful from hardcore caloric restriction, especially with suboptimal nutrient dense foods. So you want to make sure that you're not, doing a lot of caloric restriction, especially without getting in quality nutrients. Are you eating organ meats? Doubtful. So, I mean, these are all things that would drastically help you. Sleep quality, hydration, blue light at night, low stress, all 7 pillars. I would say, Jessica, the best place to start would be heading on over to swolenormousx.com, and right there at the top of the page, download the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, and they'll kind of go over a lot of the stuff that I just talked about and help you with that proper foundation. So I certainly don't hate fat people. I hate the fat mentality. I hate laziness. I hate the victimhood. And most fat people that don't want to change just change their hashtags rather than change their habits and lifestyle. So rather than actually take some personal responsibility for their own health, they will just promote fat acceptance and then act like everyone else has to change and everyone's mean and fat phobic and they're wonderful and beautiful. And I strongly, strongly disagree. Okay. So there are people, I mean, how many in the comments, a lot of members of the Swole fam, a lot of people are obese. You're in the right fucking place. It's about surrounding yourself with people that want better for themselves and for you and inspiring. You are the average, the average of the people you surround yourself with. And if you surround yourself with shitty people that are trying to always feed into your, I don't know, into your victimhood, what are you going to do? People around you don't necessarily want you to succeed. They want you to stay on their level. They're going to drag you down. You got to surround yourself with better people. And it's not about weight loss. You're focused, Jessica, on weight loss. You're focused on the number. That's fantastic. 62 pounds. How did you lose that? Was it just calorie counting? Did you actually look at the foods that you're consuming? Do you understand the impact of the foods that you're adding? Do you understand the impact of the foods in your diet? Do you understand food sensitivities? Do you understand inflammation? Do you understand endocrine disruptors? Do you understand what can happen when you're consuming garbage foods? What happens when you're not recovering, when you're not getting enough sleep, when you're watching TV? Like this kind of shit destroys human health. Are you getting enough sunlight? Might sound like foofy and like, oh my God, was he a hippie? I'm just trying to help people be more fucking human. I'm just sharing what works for me, and it works amazingly. not about the weight loss. That's the problem. That's the problem with fat acceptance and all that stuff. Not saying that you're a fan of that, Jessica, but that's the problem with that. That's the problem with that mentality is people are focused on the weight loss, the number. It's just like the calories in, calories out. It's not the number, right? So for example, Jessica, the 252 to 190, that's a result. That's a side effect of your habitual changes. It's a side effect. It's not the goal. That's an outcome. That's a side effect of all the other things you're pursuing. So in other words, you're going to lose weight and people are going to lose fat by not trying to do that, by focusing on the other things. That's just something that will happen. But in the media and everything, it's like, oh my God, lose weight. That's a catch-all phrase that doesn't mean anything. No one's really actually helping people get to the root cause, which is why no one's changing. And people are getting fatter and more unhealthy. Jessica, I lost 15 pounds over 3 months, finding out a pescatarian diet is best for me by your elimination diet. Well, there you go. And finding out I shouldn't eat dairy, bread, or sugar. I do hit and watch my diet because of you. That's fucking amazing. That's fantastic. I thought you were, yeah, that's fantastic. Good for you. Good for you.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the king in the apology. You about